Otakus and hikikomoris out there. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011 aka Manual Wolverine. Of course, you guys are Wrestlers, isn't it? Outro Sources channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff. Especially my Instagram account. I post a little bit of content for like a little bit of anime and stuff from my IGTV account. So check me out over there. I just finished put a whole bunch of shiny Pokemon videos on a little bit of a controversial video, but not gonna get to that here. But anyways, links in the description box down below to this like thing I'm gonna talk about. And there's only like 2 trailers for this. So there's actually a couple of them actually. The last one was like a month ago, 4 months ago, which is freaking weird, but I actually found out the powers that be. Not really. This is coming out for the Xbox One X. So any guys who got Xbox One X, you Microsoft fanboys out there, you guys are gonna love this game if you're in the anime manga shit. Me, it's not really. I'm not really big into JRPG. It's crazy because I do like watching anime and reading a lot of manga here and there, but there's about maybe 30 or 40% kind of trash, and about 65% it's really fucking good, absolutely top notch. This one, it's not really that much for me. So it says the visual novel Shinn Deathmark is coming to the West. And shout out to the person that made this, Fem. I guess that's their username. I highly doubt that's their real name. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. It says, are you one of those gamers? Oh yeah, links to this PS video I'll show you at the end of the video. So yeah, if you want to check it out. It was from last year. Real old. But whatever. It says, are you one of those gamers who are waiting for the English localization of Shinn or Deathmark? Well, we have great news, folks. And this is from playasia.com. I just randomly found this, which is really weird and creepy as shit at the same time. Considering this is kind of like a blood and gore horror style anime, or not really horror style anime, horror style JRPGs title, visual novel. So I'm not really into those for obvious reasons and not really religious reasons, but like more personal, like emotional reasons. I'll get to that later though. So it says, Asaka, I think that's how you say it, Isaka, AK Sayas Games. I don't even know how you say it. AK Sayas Games announced that Shinn or Death, or Shine, I think that's how I say it a lot in a lot of anime English dubs out there, English subs, or Deathmark is coming to the West. It's coming to all 3 of the platforms in North America and Europe. However, the release date is still unknown. Here's the announcement for the RPG site. Should have said JRPG site. Covered in the upcoming games for AK Sayas Games and Anime Expo 2018. And you guys can read those tweets there. I'm not really like crazy or important about those tweets. If you want to read them out to yourself, hey, that's all good. It'll be provided down below, the one I'm reading. So it says, here's the overview of the gameplay. The game story is based on a rumor that Tokyo's H-District, to those who have reached a death seal, they will die. I gotta read this whole thing before I even get it in my head, so give me 1 minute. Okay, alright. There have been cases in which that people had a mysterious mark appear suddenly on their body and have died without an explanation, causing the speeding of the rumor. Some think that the seal is caused. I'm sorry if my face is kind of like halfway like cut off because I gotta read this. Causing the speeding of the rumor, some think that the seal is caused by encountering a ghost or being affected by a curse. To those who have the death seals are suddenly called to a certain villa. Protagonist is one of them and is greeted by a beautiful talking doll that welcomes him to Cujo, I think it's Cujo Mansion. The doll warns him that he will die if he doesn't manage to do something about it via DualShockers. Oh, it's from DualShockers too. I didn't know that. That's cool. The Western version of Shinn or Deathmark is not yet available on our website. In retrospect, Shinn or Deathmark was first released in Japan last year, 2017, on the PlayStation Vita and the PS4, and Nintendo Switch followed. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. There's like, alright, so as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, I got some of this stuff here. And it's actually garlic bread. I don't know why in the hell I thought it was freaking, what's it called? Pizza. But yeah, anyways. Yes, friends. Let's continue on. So it says the Western version, I think I left off here. Shinn is not yet available in the rest of Japan. In retrospect, Shinn or Deathmark is first released in Japan in 2017. Oh, I already read all this part. Okay. By the way, we have available stocks for the Japanese version of this game, video game. So secure your copies right now. Click on the button to buy now. I'm not going to do that because I don't have a Switch yet until next year. So there's that. So it says features, horror game, horror adventure. Explore the spirit spots in which the existence of the fear is exceeded. I went way too far. Oh, I can still read it here. To human knowledge, lurks in the existence to those who carry to the same fate and find a way to survive. Going through the darkness. And there's little screenshots here if you want to scroll through that. It's in your own free time if you guys want to do that. Monsters are hiding in the places where people do not approach, such as the abandoned school, forestry, wrecked company, that's what it was. You have to proceed through it, and the only way to relying on a flashlight. The more you search for clues, the more situations get worse. Time limit. Oh, this is another reason I really don't like this game. I hate games without time limit. Unless it's like some old school platformer scrollers, that or puzzle games, I could see why they would have a time limit on certain things. But when it comes to like horror style games like this or visual novels, that's kind of a bitch. It's a slap in the fucking face, to be honest with you. The remaining life of this time limit, and will be shunned by mistaking judgments or into search. And when the death of the curse comes closer, the monsters will show off its figures. Clues, I guess, is the most important part of this JRPG, visual novel. The information gathered in the last resort, despair. Will be the last resort of this. There we go. If you take an enormous action gradually close to the distance, you will have a definitive end. Defiant end or definitive? I don't know. I can never say that word right. When it comes to big, giant, articulated words, I'm just shit at it half the time. Want to have some exclusive deals with us? So sign up to the newsletter here. Oh, sorry, that's it. So, yeah, like I was saying before, this thing right here, it was like an old school PS Vita one that happened last year, March of 2017. I guess it was only in Japan. This is the reason why I never heard of it. If I have any other Japanese subscribers or viewers that are watching right now, you guys probably already knew what this game was. Us over here in the north, though, here in the west, the United States, maybe in Canada, possibly. I don't know, maybe some parts of probably all of Europe, because I don't think they got it at all either. Because, granted, in Germany, I think half of Russia is right next to Indonesia, was next to China, and then Japan. They're a little bit closer to Japan than we are. I think that's like the only two countries I know over there that are closest to Japan. Other than that, friends, holy shit, this is a game I would never want to play because of, not just for a few factors, but for many fucking factors. Number one, even if it gets translated in English dub, I'm still not going to watch this shit because, unfortunately, in my own personal opinion, this is going to, like, ruffle a few feathers, if you will, and I might be stepping on some people's toes that are really big into blood and gore, like, even just horror movies in general. Like, horror, like, live-action movies or, like, CGI shit or just anime films. That shit doesn't sit well with me. Emotionally, it'll probably creep me the fuck out, and I wouldn't like it. Unless it's something like Saw, it's just in your face, action-packed, and mixed with a little bit of blood and gore, I wouldn't mind it. But if it's nothing like Saw, then I'm not going to be down with it. Fuck that shit. To hell, where it came from. Unless you want to involve stuff like demons and like evil spirits and evil entities, yeah, I'm not going to be down for it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be fucking playing that shit because I know, especially like, I know some people are going to get pissed off at me. I'm not trying to sound like a religious prick or an asshole speaking to the high heavens. But a lot of that stuff conjures up actual demons and stuff. If people like to get into Ouija boards or crystal balls or any of that other shit like astrology and New Age movement shit that becomes a lot of horror stuff, I'm not down for that fucking shit. Screw that. I'm not saying screw this game and screw the makers and screw it fuck off to the developers. I'm not saying that. I'm sure they make other good games that aren't affiliated with horror, blood, or gore, or any of those crime, mystery, drama sort of like gaming genres or categories, if you will. I'm just not down for those type of things because, not emotionally, but like on a spiritual level, I just don't agree with it too much. I'm sorry. That's going to piss some people off. But as far as it going on to the Microsoft Xbox One, didn't say nothing about that. It's weird because the one article that I had before said something about going to the Microsoft Xbox One. So any Xbox One fans, Microsoft fans out there in general, you guys might like this game. Or you might be turned off and not like me. Maybe some of you people might agree. You might see it on my level. It's like, I'm not going to steer clear away from this shit. This type of like gaming style. Not saying every anime visual novel is good, man. Look how successful last year Doki Doki Literature Club was. That shit was freaking bananas. It was supposed to be a little bit horror and creepy, but it wasn't just pure blood and gore like this one is. And like had a lot of monsters and conjurings of demons and ghosts and witches and aliens and shit like that, you know? It is what it is. I guess every person has his own different take. And this was at the Anime Expo thing too. That's pretty fucking wild. Okay. It must have been a big deal when I was over there. But anyways, that's all I gotta say for now. I know this video wasn't that long, but it is what it is anyway. Links down below if you want to see the trailers I watched before I did this video, and I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, Otakus and hikikomoris out there. We'll see you when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world out there. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Don't think they're reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it like out there. Stay tuned for future article/reviews, including video game industry news, anime manga news, internet news when September comes around the corner next month. More outdoor chat and breeze vlogs I will try to post. And as always, stay safe, take it easy, peace out. I'm not like sauerkraut. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace out. Ladies, goodbye. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy, stay safe, all that good shit. And yeah, if any of you guys are real big in this type of horrific, like, I could see this being a real big Halloween thing. I wouldn't care if it was on that day, but any other day, I'm just not gonna fly with you. See you guys soon, and I'm out. Goodbye.